Gallup, New Mexico, not very far from here at all, is under a hard lockdown. And when I say a hard lockdown, I mean a hard lockdown. There are individuals, I don't know if they are military or if they are state police in military gear. Our state police here is very militarized. They have full-on armored vehicles, military packs, military gear, military-style weapons. And if you stood them next to, some military outfits, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But whoever it is blocking the roads in and out of Gallup. When I say they're under lockdown, I mean they are under lockdown. Businesses can only remain open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that's even essential businesses. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is allowed in or out of Gallup. This is as the Navajo Nation and the cases of coronavirus skyrocket there. From KRQE, while most of the state here is starting to wake up and get out of lockdown, and the lines in Walmart are getting a little bit longer because people are peeking their heads outside and realizing that they need the essentials of life, the Navajo Nation is trying to keep outsiders out as the coronavirus continues to get out of control on the nearby Navajo Nation. The lockdown means that the entrance and exits off of I-40 are completely blocked. They are guarded by it is either New Mexico State Police, which is I'm more inclined to believe, and or a combination of military individuals. But I am more of the opinion that they are state police using military-style gear that they have. People going through the state of New Mexico on I-40, they're not going to be allowed in the city, says Lieutenant Mark Soriano of the New Mexico State Police. They've got 11 checkpoints, full-on, absolute, 100% checkpoints. You have to prove that you are a resident of Gallup just to get in. And the residents, according at least to this story, say that the lockdown is necessary. Whether that is necessary, I don't know. The quote is right here. People in Gallup agree the lockdown is necessary. Do they? I have looked and I have searched and I have not seen a single quote from a resident of Gallup saying that it is necessary, bar the officials and the mayor and people of that nature. I haven't seen any quotes of actual just residents, civilians, saying that the lockdown is absolutely necessary. It's a little bit drastic, I believe. I mean, I understand the fear. I got you. I know. But what is the cause of it? Well, look, I'm not trying to be mean, but speaking from experience and being there and being on the streets and being to Gallup quite a few times and seeing it and lived experiences. Remember, you can't knock my lived experiences because, well, yeah, social justice evidently says that you can't. So evidently I'm allowed to say it's due to drunk Indians. And I am telling you from absolute experience, okay? It is a Navajo Nation. They're Indians. They drink a lot. They're drunk. They're drunk Indians. This isn't a slur. This isn't anything. This is saying, look, there are a lot of drunk Indians, and they get drunk, and they gather, and then they wander around, and, they meet other people, and they don't care about the rules because when you drink and when anybody drinks, you don't generally care about the rules. Speaking of rules, Kevin Billy says, follow the rules, stay at home. If you're out there in the city limits, the reservations, stay at home. That's the best thing right now. Okay? How about just taking precautions and washing your hands? And if you're sick, stay at home. I don't know. This whole thing, the reactions are just one side or the other. I don't think we have anything that's really officially anyways midstream, mainstream, midstream, run-of-the-mill, medium, whatever, moderate. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. That's moderate. Senator George Munoz says this is something that needed to happen weeks ago as McKinley County's number of confirmed cases kept growing. Well, no, perhaps you needed to maybe get your own residents under check first rather than saying, well, screw everybody's rights and locking everything down. Thank God Gallup doesn't have that big a population, because could you imagine in a large population like, I don't know, let's pick New York, if all businesses, essential or not, no matter what, at 5 p.m. they had to close all the way until 8 p.m. So you're forcing a large population to do all their essential shopping and whatnot between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m., it would logistically cause nightmares, and we know what else stuff would happen. Domino effect. What we don't want you doing is buying two 55-inch TVs and then going back to the reservation with 4 people in your vehicle, says Senator George Muñoz of Gallup. So, I mean, I understand that. I get you, but God, locking the entire city down, I mean, like, straight lockdown, like stuff out of, like, a sci-fi channel or a Stephen King Under the Dome style show. I mean, a straight hard lockdown. You want to complain about our lockdown? They're under a hard lockdown. That is drastic. That is really drastic. And I know I'm trying to see all sides here, as I always do. You're scared. Your cases are skyrocketing. But you're not addressing the problem here. You're keeping your problem localized. Okay, I guess that's the only thing you care about at the moment, because you don't care about your citizens. If you cared about your citizens, you would have been addressing the problem at its source, not just containing it. That's like taking a bunch of juvenile delinquents and sticking them in a room and saying, have at it, just as long as you don't destroy the rest of the school. Come on now. No relation of juvenile delinquents to the people of Gallup. All right, there's no correlation to anybody. Just an example. I know in this weird social justice day and age, I'm going to get 20 death threats in my email just for saying that one word. But hey, you know, news is the news. Right now, McKinley County has more than 1,000 confirmed cases, with more than 500 of them on the Navajo Nation. New Mexico State Police say if you are trying to get into Gallup, you need to show proof that you are a resident. This lockdown ends on Monday at noon. So I am a little bit confused here. This lockdown isn't for 14 days. This lockdown is for a couple of days. What is that going to achieve? What is the end there? Why would you lock down Gallup for a few days? Let's see exactly here. This was... When did this start? May 1st. So that would have been Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Not a full Monday. So you're locking down a city for 3 days. That makes zero sense to me. You're locking down the city for 3 days for something that we know for a fact 14 days isn't long enough, even though for some odd reason the officials are stuck on 14 days. When we know that there are cases of 36 days, so we need like 36, 40, 45 days. But what is the purpose of a 3-day lockdown? It's not... What? What is that going to accomplish? What is that going to stop? 3 days you open up and you're back to where you were 3 days before. That doesn't track well. Something is weird about that. 3 days? Why 3 days? There's no explanation on that. Anyways, I love you guys. You guys stay informed. And I skirt the edge of getting this channel shut down for you guys every day to bring you the news that I think you would like to hear and that you want to hear, and as entertaining as my monotone voice will allow me to do. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. You guys stay informed.